Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins.
Let's go, let's go! Mike, 56, right there, 56. So we got one to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down and run with Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Redskins.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Robinson's got it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They go play action with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby, come on, let's go. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Wrap it.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Love. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Henry. Mike, check, 59.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Shotgun now from Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray going up top for Miller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll find Hall. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Point after up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Open man, here's Foster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Hopkins' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Geis with the carry on second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag, block.
Play action. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Murray now on first down. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dunbar with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Got a man, that's Quinn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
I got one. Shift, watch the shift. Check, lucky. Squeeze, 36. Bang, get him all. Rest.
Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From a yard out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. Let's go. Come on. Army.
Again, it's Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They come out here in the eye. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is Cohen on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Being chased out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check, zoom, zoom. Mike is 50.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run. This is Cohen. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Redskins' 30-yard line.
Switch. Check it back.
And they give this time to the tailback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Geis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bilal Nichols in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Now this time, Murray to throw it. And that is incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part one is done, now part two. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go.
Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Tressway now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's White. And he's out right at the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Second down. Murray sets to throw. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On second down, they'll run with White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us.
True.
We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah,
MEH, man. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.